Welcome back, students. Today we will continue probable board questions with answers. I am sure you will get success. All the best. So hurry up. Please like and subscribe. Today is question number 28. Which association was established by Surendranath Banerjee? State any two of its objectives. Answer. Surendranath Banerjee founded the Indian Association in 1876. It aimed at uniting Indians upon the basis of common political interest. Also to promote brotherly feelings between Hindu and Muslims. Question number 29. State the method of early nationalist. Answers. To carry out petition, to distribute pamphlets, memorandum, to hold public meetings. Question number 30. How did Tilak contribute to India's struggle for freedom? Answer. Tilak started Ganapati festival and Shivaji festival. Within bracket revivalism, bracket close, to instill in masses a feeling of discipline and patriotism. He also organized lathi clubs and akharas to make the youth brave. Question number 31. Mention any two objectives of Indian National Congress at the time of its formation in 1885. Answer. To enable workers from all parts of India to become personally known with each other. To end all racial, religious and provincial prejudices and to promote a feeling of national unity among all lovers of the country. To gain and organize public opinion in the country. Question 32. Explain any two executive powers of the Union Parliament. Answers. Adjournment motion. Adjournment motion is the process of adjournment of the business of the House for the purpose of discussing a definite matter of urgent public importance which can be moved only in the Lok Sabha with the consent of the Speaker. Number 2. No confidence motion. No confidence motion is moved by the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha. If the motion is passed with 2/3 majority, then the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister has to resign. Question number 33. What is meant by the question hour? Answer. The first hour of sitting in both houses of the Parliament is allotted for asking and answering of questions. This time period is called the question hour. The purpose of a question is to obtain information on a matter of public importance or to ventilate a grievance. Question number 34. Mention two causes for the non-cooperation movement. Answer. The Rowlatt Act was passed in 1919, which gave enormous powers to the police to search a place and arrest any person without a warrant. It led to the suspension of the right of habeas corpus. On 13th April 1919, a public meeting took place in the Jallianwala Bagh in defiance of the orders that all meetings and processions were prohibited. General Dyer opened fire upon the peaceful crowd and brutally killed many innocent people. Question number 35. Mention the leader who presided over the first and second session of the Indian National Congress. Answer. W.C. Banerjee presided over the first session of the Congress. Dadabhai Naoroji presided over the second session of the Congress. Question 36. Mention the aims and objects of the United Nations. Answer. To save succeeding generation from the scourge of war, to maintain international peace and security, and to take effective measures for removal of threats to the peace, to develop friendly relation among nations, and to achieve international cooperation in solving problems of economic, social, and cultural character, to establish conditions under which justice and respect for international laws and international treaties can be maintained. Mention the three types of emergencies. Name of emergency, article and condition for emergency. Name of emergency: national emergency, presidential emergency, and financial energy. Article 352, Article 356 and Article 360. A condition for emergency. First one, emergency caused by war or external aggression or armed rebellion. Emergency on the account of the failure of constitutional machinery in states. emergency on account of a threat to the financial stability of India. Question number 38. How is the Prime Minister a link between the President and the Cabinet? Prime Minister, answer. Prime Minister is the link between the Cabinet and the President. The decision of the Cabinet are conveyed to the President through the Prime Minister. It is the Prime Minister who keeps the President informed on all matters of the government. Question 39. How did the division of Europe into the two hostile armed camps lead to the First World War? In 1879, Germany and Austria-Hungary had signed a treaty to help each other in case of enemy attack. 3 years later, Italy joined the pact, which came to be known as the Triple Alliance. Third, as opposed to the Triple Alliance, emerged the Triple Entity comprising Britain, Russia, and France in 1907 to control German expansionism. Fourth, the suspicious fears, rivalry, and enmity between the two camps were a major cause towards World War First. Question number 40. How is the Supreme Court a court of record? Answer. A court of record is one whose judgment are recorded for evidence and testimony. Second point, they are not to be questioned when they are produced before any court. The judgment are in the nature of precedent, which means that the High Court and the other courts are bound to give a similar judgment as given by the Supreme Court. The second part of the article says that the Supreme Court has the power to punish a person for the contempt of itself. Question number 41. What is meant by federal setup in India? Mention an important federal feature of Indian Constitution. Answer. Federal setup means that government of India is divided into two political entities, central government and state government. There is a distribution of legislative, executive and financial powers between central and the states. Important federal feature of Indian Constitution. There are two sets of political authorities in India, central government and state government. Both the entities derive their authority from the Constitution of India. Question number 42. What is the maximum period that shall not intervene between two parliamentary sessions? What is meant by session of the House? Name 3 sessions of the Houses of Parliament. Answer. 6 months shall not intervene between two sessions of Parliament. Session is the time period during which Houses of the Parliament meet to conduct their business. 3 sessions are budget session, monsoon session and winter session. How are the members of Rajya Sabha elected? Question number 43. Answers. Members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by the members of state legislative assemblies of each state by the system of single transferable voting and open ballot. Question 44. Mention the qualification which an individual should possess in order to become a member of Lok Sabha. Answer. He or she must be a citizen of India. He or she must have completed 25 years of age. He or she must not hold any office of profit. Question number 45. Mention the qualification which an individual should possess in order to become a member of Rajya Sabha. Answer. He or she must be a citizen of India. He or she must have completed 30 years of age. He or she must not hold any office of profit. Question number 46. What do we mean when we say that Rajya Sabha is a permanent body? Answer. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body, which means that it is not subjected of dissolution by the President of India. 1/3 of its members resign at the end of every second year. It means that members of Rajya Sabha have a term of 6 years. Question number 47. Mention any one exclusive power assigned to Rajya Sabha by the Constitution. Answer. If Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by 2/3 majority, the Parliament can make laws on a matter in the state list in the national interest. Question number 48. Mention 2 legislative parts of the President. Answer. President has the power to summon and prorogue the Houses of Parliament and to dissolve Lok Sabha. It is subjected to the condition that 6 months shall not intervene between two sessions. Second number. President addresses both Houses of Parliament assembled together at the first session after every general election. He may address the Houses at a joint session or either House. He may also send messages to the House of Parliament. Question 49. What is meant by ordinance? When can it be issued by the President? Answer. An ordinance is a command of an authoritative nature. It has the same force as that of an act of Parliament. However, they are temporary laws as they cease to operate at the expiration of 6 weeks. It can be promulgated by the President when both the Houses of Parliament are not in session. Question number 50. What options are open to the President when an ordinary bill is sent for his assent? Answer. President may give assent or refuse the assent. He can also send it back to the Houses for its reconsideration. If the bill is passes again by the Parliament, it's necessary for the President to give his assent. Question number 51. With regards to Union, Council of Ministers and the Cabinet, answer the following question. What are the various categories of ministers? What is the term of office of the Prime Minister and other ministers? What are the points of distinction between Council of Ministers and the Cabinet Ministers? Answers. Category of ministers are Cabinet Ministers and State Ministers and Deputy Ministers. Cabinet Ministers. Ministers who hold major portfolios like Home, Defence, Finance, Railways. Only these ministers have a right to attend cabinet meetings. They determine the policy and program of the government. State ministers. They are not cabinet ministers. They may or may not have an independent charge of ministry. They are not allowed to attend cabinet meetings. However, they may be called to attend the meetings if matter concerning their department is considered. Third, deputy ministers. They are junior ministers and they take no part in cabinet meetings. Term of office. Normal term of office of Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers is 5 years. Prime Minister holds his office as long as he enjoys majority in Lok Sabha. However, if leader of opposition initiates a no confidence motion on the floor of Lok Sabha with the required majority, the whole Council of Ministers and Prime Minister have to submit the resignation to President of India, as the Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Council of Ministers is individually responsible to President of India. President may dismiss a minister on the aid and advice of Prime Minister. C. Council of Ministers consists of all categories of ministers. Cabinet, state and deputy, whereas cabinet minister and ministers who hold major portfolios in the center.